Howdy YouTube, Esnix here with a brief update video on the Ezarcher project. Following a discussion I've had in one of the videos in the comment section from a user in Poland, it's looking like, was having trouble installing my Ezarcher XFCE desktop, selecting Polish as the language and the locale, and still winding up with an English XFCE desktop. So what I wound up doing is I wound up changing my steps.sh script to not set the locale language in the script. What I have done is set the ISOs to use the c.utf8 encoding rather than the ENUS UTF-8 encoding. What that's done is it's made the ISOs much more standard internationally. The desktops will be in English since the c.utf8 encoding for computer encoding specifies English as the language used. However, most of the formats of the date, time, the currency, the way ASCII characters are collated is a more international standard. I believe the letter size, the document size is A4 instead of letter, things like that. The date format is month, day, year, or day, month, year, basically outside the US. However, English is the language. So for most of my users who are probably English speakers, you shouldn't see a difference when you install Ezarcher. The format will be in the language you selected within Calamares. So if you select American English, that is what you'll get. The live CD, if you look at this, the language encoding is c.utf8, and all of the other specifications here for locale are c.utf8. And if we look in the desktop settings here, we can see how the standards are applied. So hopefully this did solve the problem of this user in Poland. So with the new encoding on the ISOs, the installed system will follow correctly the language choice, and the desktop this user received after installing with my modified ISOs is now in Polish, the way it should be. So hopefully this change will benefit everyone who speaks something other than English or selects a locale and language choice other than American English. The steps.sh script, you know what, let's take a quick peek at that. Another change I made is I started zipping all of the folders rather than tarring them. So it saves a little bit of space, not a whole lot, but I've chosen the 7-zip encoding for the compression here. So let's just take the KDE desktop, copy this up to the home folder, and paste. There we go. And extract here. And we can see in the steps.sh script, to make it larger here, the defined variables section is now a lot shorter. It's missing all of the variables that would allow you to set in the script the language and locale of the ISO. The ISOs now just get the c.utf8 encoding. Also missing are a whole bunch of sections that would have been right here that would apply the language and locale choices. So a little less flexibility in the build process, but a little more compatibility with international users, a lot more compatibility. It is the way the Arch ISO is default to set up. The release engineering or RELING profile defaults to UTF-C.UTF-8. So it's more standard in my build process now, more compliant with the standards used by Arch ISO. And hopefully going forward, it will be easier to use by anyone outside the US, which is always good. Hopefully it will increase the usability of Ezarcher. The Ezarcher project pages have all been updated. I did run some test ISOs for about a week and a half, just after Christmas through about 2 days ago. I've had no feedback, positive or negative, except for that one Polish user who expressed gratitude that I fixed the problem in my build that allowed him to use my project in his own language and locale correctly. So that's always good. So I welcome any feedback that helps me improve the working of Ezarcher, and this certainly did. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that name, but thank you very much for the reporting of the problem and your patience in my correcting it. So Ezarcher is up on SourceForge. The 2024.01 January releases are out for all 4 ISOs. The project files have all switched over to 7-zip compressed files from tar files. The PKGBuild packages or PKGBuild folder contains only the PKGBuild files and the Calamares settings. No longer will you get the binaries for the packages. The templates, I believe, do include the full PKGBuild, the extra packages, but that is the only place that they are available. If you download my project files, you will need to build your own Calamares, CKB comp, OpenSwap, and Trizen if you need them. Well, you will if you want to build. So, and those should all be built at the time the ISO is being constructed, rather than relying on older packages. Hopefully everything is clear. The archive.org project page has also been updated. Gone are all of the old ISOs. I did not want them floating around, at least not officially. If you have older ISOs, that's great. Keep them for whatever reasons you want to keep them. But going forward, the ISOs will not allow the easy selection of a language to build when you're building the ISOs. They will default to the C.UTF-8 encodings. That's it. Happy New Year. I hope you had a good New Year, safe, happy, and healthy. And you will see me in another video. Bye-bye, folks.